Channel of laughing, learning, absurdity, and skill building. We're back for episode 21 of the Final Fantasy commentary series, where we watch what I played when I was doing voice acting with my friend Chris. Welcome back, Chris. Now the audience doesn't know because they're not following along day to day, but it's been a couple weeks because we have been real busy. It's been the holidays.
Holiday things, yeah.
Holiday things.
Other things.
I'm moving. I bought an RV, sort of. Chris, why don't you hit play, and we'll update the audience on all the things that are going on. Oh boy, yeah, it's been two or 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's at least a couple. Yeah. So what did you buy? Is it a van or an RV?
I bought a van that has been converted into a tiny RV. So it has a sink and a little stove and a bed and not much else. I'm going to be doing a little bit of renovating. It's got a solar panel and an extra battery for running all of your appliances. And I am going to be living out of this van for a while. We're going to try doing remote work while living in a van and traveling around. And so, with them, it's basically like Balam Garden. My workplace is going to be mobile.
Are you going to... Please don't drive your van into the ocean.
Are you sure? It worked for Squall. Yeah, I mean, I guess there isn't actually that much else to tell. I have to pack up my apartment and move into this van over the next week. And it's been a real busy couple of weeks trying to nail down all these details to buy the vehicle and make plans with moving and all that stuff.
Storing stuff in what is it, Portsmouth or whatever?
I actually decided
you have a storage.
Actually, I was thinking about moving my stuff up to like New Hampshire, where it would be cheaper and closer to my family, but it's just going to be easier to store it here in Connecticut. So I'm going to store it here.
Yeah.
So this is the guy who has all of the boss cards. I don't know. I don't remember playing him too many more times. Yeah, some of these bosses you have to get 10 copies of their card in order to refine it. Which means that as you climb up to 10, you end up with all these extra copies in your collection. And then when you play against somebody who has the random rule, they keep coming up.
Oh, God.
Because it's randomly drawing.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah.
Right. We've talked about the dangers of some of the other rules, that you can get some chain reactions that really burn you pretty hard. But I hadn't even thought about that. That's awful.
It's not my favorite.
Because each of the cards is the same, right? Like the numbers are always the same positions and the same amounts, right? Like
yeah, that's correct.
So having like 10 Tonberries is always going to have the same loadout. So it's not like you'd want to field 5 of them in a game. Like
I mean, if it's Tonberries, that's not the worst, and some of those bosses are pretty good cards. So if you end up with an over representation of like Tiamat, you're like, all right.
Could do worse.
You could do worse. But the fish from the very beginning of the game, you have to get 5 of those fish in order to get like a water crystal. So if you get one of those fish,
you 4 of them in your inventory.
Yes.
Right.
And there's no other way to get rid of cards.
It's the magic carp of this game.
God damn it, magic carp.
My daughter just started playing her first Pokemon video game.
Oh, that's cute.
I don't know anything about it, so I can't help her at all.
Yeah.
I only know kind of secondhand information. I've watched, a couple of videos about that stuff, but they're mostly like Griffin McElroy, like humor videos.
Yes.
So like he knows
Yeah.
what he's doing, but they're like educational.
Yeah. I mean, I think Pokemon is a good introductory RPG. I mean, there's strategy involved, but it's pretty basic.
Yeah, she's doing all right. I mean, she's whoa, geez, look at this guy throwing down. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, she's doing well. She's giving me like frequent updates, and from what I can tell, just as an RPG game player, she's doing fine. So how long is #vanlife? Like, it's by choice, so you can.
It is by choice, so it totally depends on how much I'm enjoying it, and it depends on when I get a full-time job that wants me to actually be in a place. Most of the jobs that I'm applying to,
which could be like in a month,
it could be in a month, but it could also be in a year.
Feels like a long time since we
left. It's good though. It's flexible. I guess that's kind of the point, right?
If I get a full-time job in a place, I can still live in the van. I just have to be
sure.
I have to make sure I show up at the office every day. Yeah.
I have a feeling that might be remote work for at least the next 6 months.
That's my thinking.
Just as a wild guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think my hope is actually just to do it for 1 year, and come back to New England for the holidays next year. But we'll see.
Oh man.
So there's this other thing hanging out.
Whoa!
Hanging out outside the garden there. And then there's a crater where we used to be.
You gonna have a battleship battle with that other thing over there?
Well, not yet. Don't get ahead of ourselves.
Is there like some kind of encounter over here that?
So I read on a thing that you can find Grendels in these woods, and then you can mug dragon skins from them. But I actually think I was in the wrong place.
Yikes.
I think I was in the wrong place anyway.
Grendel's that thing that kills you, right?
Yeah, it is. With the breath weapon.
This to rub it in. But
hit point junctioning for Squall. Okay. I'll take it.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, it's maybe not as exciting where it's at.
Yeah. Yep.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I think we're freezing each other a little bit.
Okay. So I got a message on my end that my internet connection was unstable. Like,
oh, so it could be either one of us that's causing the issue. It's okay. That usually clears up.
Yeah.
After a bit.
I'll give it a second. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm going to resume.
Okay. Mine didn't actually pause.
Oh, good. Let me see if it will.
No, hold on. I can redo the YouTube with friends and connect back up. Okay, looks good. Do you want to try resuming and see if that works?
Wonder if it is my internet connection, because every once in a while, when we're playing D&D, the connection will get kind of weird.
Yeah,
but
I actually think it might be in this case, because mine, what do you call it? I'm buffering pretty easily on the YouTube.
I mean, and I did get a message that said my connection was unstable, so it might just be, but it's probably momentary. So
okay.
Are you at 9:23?
No, mine is at 10 something. Let me try YouTube with friends again. See if it syncs with you. Oh, it says you left the party. Do you want to create a new YouTube with friends link?
Yep.
It says you left the party. It says you left the party. YouTube with friends. Yeah, now it's put me back at 9:23.
Cool. All right. Here we go.
Here we go. All right, we resumed. We're back on sync.
Oh, weird.
So you should be seeing a caterpillar, chipper tiller.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're good.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yep. My screen was blurry for a second. Somebody just hit me in the head.
Well, I gotta say, we've actually had really good luck with technology. We're 20 episodes deep, and we haven't had a technological issue yet.
Yeah, 20 hours into this, and to have that not happen more than a couple times is remarkably. Can you imagine how mind-crushingly boring this pandemic would be if we didn't have the internet in its current state? Like, even the internet of 20 years ago, like, whoa.
Well, I'm testing this new connection, which is using the mobile system only, because this router is going to go in the van. I'm going to have a router in a van. It's going to take the mobile signal and turn it into a Wi-Fi network inside the van so I can do my work. So I've been testing it for the last couple weeks. And I've been testing it, and it is...
Well?
Sorry, what?
Is it going well?
It is going well. It is going pretty well. I can attend Zoom meetings, which is like the thing that has to be done. Like if I want to hold down a job, I have to.
Well, yeah.
I have to be able to attend Zoom meetings. So that's the important thing. But it does slow things down a little bit, and it does give me like distinct feelings of like 2007.
I mean, it's working so far here. Ironically, the only technical glitch we just had was on my end.
It was on your probably on your end.
I have, yes, only Spectrum to thank for that.
Well, this is an interesting system because it's one of the only plans that isn't limited, but it is throttled. So it's 5 megabits down and 5 megabits up all the time, but you pay the same price no matter how much you use. But 5 megabits is fine for running Zoom, it's fine for playing games, it's fine for watching YouTube videos.
Yeah. So we're starting to see the results of some of the level scaling.
Yeah.
Because these creatures we've seen since the beginning of the game, and the same kind of damage that would have killed them before is not killing them now.
Yes.
These things had like 100 life last time we saw them.
Yep. And they're dropping magic stones, which is the second tier of pure magic. Before they were dropping M-stone pieces. I thought this might be a good time to level up, and if I run into a Grendel, good, and if I don't, whatever. I'm doing some mugging. I'm still enjoying the mug at this point, I think.
Sure. Right. Those magic stones and, what are they? Magic stone pieces, magic stones, and wizard stones, I think is the third level.
Yes.
Those are a really good, good thing for the game to include from a design perspective, because it lets these cheesy monsters have something to drop that's useful.
Yes.
And they scale up with the level really easily. At a certain level, they'll stop dropping magic stones and drop wizard stones instead.
They scale up and then let you customize, right? Because you can use them to make any kind of any genre of magic, whether it's fire, ice, lightning, time, status. So you can customize.
You just need the correct,
yeah. But you never get enough
skill to get that spell.
Yes, that's right. But you never get enough of them that you have all of the spells. You kind of have to pick, right? You're only going to get 50 wizard stones during the game. You got to decide how to use them.
Right.
We were forced out of town days ago. Our daughter's still at home, but there's nothing we can do. All these soldiers from Galbadia, you've got to stop and wonder whether Galbadia fell to the hands of the sorceress. I don't know what to do. What's happening to this town? When can we go in? If I knew this was going to happen, I would have brought my daughter with me. I hope she's all right. This town is under the control of Sorceress Edia. The town is off limits, where we conduct our investigation. It will last for several days. Once we're through with our investigation here, you're next. So just stay out and stay put.
What? Does he mean us personally?
Yeah, I think he does. It's either that or he knows that they're gonna sweep every town in this region.
Okay.
You guys look suspicious. What are you doing here? What's Galbadia doing in a town like this? What do you want? Are you residents here? Hold up, man. I live here. Residents should be allowed in. It's off limits. Cannot enter or leave. Do you understand? Who do you think you're talking to? What is it now? You said the town was off limits. Does that mean we can't deliver a message either? That's too bad. We have some info on Elone. What? Wait a minute. Tell me everything you know about her. Do you actually know who she is? Kind of, but we need to get inside to confirm something.
What a dummy. Chris, why are guards so stupid?
We'll talk to the commander. She's staying at the You will be rewarded.
An inept guard is it's like a class unto itself.
Yeah, I'm a 20th level inept guard. I can fuck up any situation.
Oh, so the game is making you take your two punchy McDudes.
Yes. Yeah, I both
You-
Zell
you
and
don't have
Squall in
your-
the same party.
Yeah, you don't have your hitter, your mage, and your toolbox.
Right.
Since her parents are away, I'm packing her bags, so she'll be able to stay next door. Don't know what will become of Balam. I'm sure the sorceress in Galbadia don't give a rotten hoot about this here town. Mommy and Daddy haven't come back. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore.
Oh, there's a TV back there. There's actually a whole bank of electronic equipment back there. Such an interesting setting that has like advanced technology, but none of it's radio based because you can't use radio waves.
Right.
And like this little
It's
monitor.
all like fiber optic.
Yeah.
You're safe. Zell, how on earth did you get into town? It's all in the brains, Ma. You just said we had some information on Elone. Piece of cake. Oh, what a relief. I was worried you might have beaten up one of the guards. The soldiers have threatened that the sorceress will burn the town to the ground should there be any disturbance. Sorceress Adia, is she here? I noticed a woman with the Galbadia army. Gray hair, patch over one eye. Oh, that must be Fujin. So they're here. Leave it to me. I'll get rid of those jokers. Could Cypher be here too? Thank you for having us over during these troubled times. Zell, I'm sure the whole town is counting on you, but don't strain yourself or take any chances. But maybe just one sock in the nose might be good. Wait. I thought you were concerned about me. Ah, just wait. I'll show them what I'm all about. They say the town will be released in several days. I wonder if that's true. The whole town's on edge. The residents, the soldiers. Cards? You're taking it easy, Zell.
I'm still trying to get that Zell card. I've played cards with her a few times and I still haven't.
Right, she's not using it.
Yeah, she just won't play with it. It's her precious. She doesn't want to risk losing it.
Everybody's terrified of the collective punishment of the army.
Yeah.
But let's wind down and play some.
I had some flubs there, and flubs are a little frustrating, right? But I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with myself in terms of reading, articulating the words, and actually saying the words that are on the screen. I do screw up a few times every episode, but like, you know what's making me feel better is I've been watching bloopers from Star Trek: The Next Generation on YouTube.
That's my room up there.
And like, there are actors who are famous actors who have acting careers who cannot say certain sentences, and that made me feel a lot better about myself. There's a clip of uh-oh, you're cutting out, unfortunately. I'm not hearing what you're saying. What?
I think my
Are you looking for? I have strict orders not to let any...
Yeah, well, I can hear you a little bit now.
What? Information about Alone.
So my video went to buffering.
Oh no!
Heather in the next room is saying that her internet is crap. It's definitely on my end.
Yeah. Are you guys getting snow tonight? We're getting snow down here.
It gets cut based on how the boss is feeling.
I have to wonder how much that has an effect on it.
It goes with the territory when
We did yesterday, but it's quiet right now.
Okay.
Listen, we have top secret info. Bring the commander out here right
It
now.
looks like it's stabilized again.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's weird. It's like I continue.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me
It's weird because it.
let me resync with you here.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. What's your timestamp now?
22:16.
Uh-oh, it's not syncing.
It's all
Here.
right. I'll send the link again.
Okay. It's so funny.
It's weird because it is definitely on my end.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean, your connection seems to be fine.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. I seem to be synced with you again, so you give it a shot. Hey, there we go.
Was it you that was telling me? I think it was about Hugh Laurie and House, where there were certain words in meta jargon that he could not say in an American accent.
Oh, I never heard that. Are there clips of it on?
I think it was cardiovascular, stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a couple of other ones where like he would try to avoid having to say those things in the script
Yeah.
because it would always come out with an English accent.
That's great.
Listen.
Well, cardiovascular has like 4 sounds that are very different in American English.
These guys are kinda suspicious, huh?
Yeah, I was watching a clip of Jonathan Frakes trying to say the line, "It's not him, it never was. It was his assistant."
Have some respect for the captain.
And he couldn't say it. He tried 8, 10, 15 times, and he couldn't say it was his assistant.
You know, there's a reward for.
I saw that, and it made me feel better about doing a couple of flubs
A
on
bit of information is
my YouTube video.
pretty generous, aren't they? What the hell? You sure came back at a good time. Do something about these soldiers. They walk about like they own the place. If only my hubby were still alive. He would have shown them for sure.
This episode has a bit of a wild goose chase, or a scavenger hunt.
Zell!
And I didn't remember every step of it.
Finally here. You have
So I did a bit of running around.
Broke the boss's
A
arm.
little bit of extra wandering around that I didn't need to do.
You wanted to know what was to become of Balam. Oh man. Well, you know,
It's not like it's a speed run or anything.
hey, just be grateful to Galbadia that this town hasn't gone up in a sea of flames. Sorceress Adia has the power to wipe this town out, you know?
The accent you gave him gives that a sort of like nonchalance.
Yeah.
It's a little disturbing.
He probably should have been French.
Good.
Yeah.
I like it.
All I do is just crouch all day and look for clues. Alone's possession, some scent for the dog to go by. I've been told to use this dog to find Alone. Without her scent to go by, what can I do?
Checking if the dog plays cards.
Yes. Yes, I was.
Listen, if I can talk to it, then it could play cards.
That's right. And even sometimes if you can't talk to it.
I don't know, but I haven't seen anyone who looks important. Have you heard the name, Alone? I heard this through the grapevine, but it seems Alone may be on a ship. There's a good chance she may have disembarked here. Well, this is a small harbor, so a small ship could have slipped in unnoticed.
Now, we still don't really know why Adea wants Alone, right?
No,
Like-
but it's been proposed that
Alone is right.
that it has something to do with her power with time.
Yeah.
That's all we know. What are these numbnuts doing?
Ugh, I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. With this upset stomach of mine. So hungry, I can't even walk straight.
Jeez, bud.
What do you want? You shouldn't be walking out here. If you know anything, go to the hotel and report to the commander.
Okay, all right.
Don't bite up too much. Use them Oh, you're looking for someone. I heard before there was someone sleeping behind one of the army vehicles. Is that what this is about?
There's an odd thing that's happening, and I think it's with an OBS filter where it's cutting off the S's when I'm saying plural nouns at the end of a sentence.
Weird.
Yeah, so like it sounded like I said vehicles, but I said vehicles. Like I said it's just filtering out that sound for some reason.
Man, you have so much money. Holy crap.
Well, I already bought all the tents in the world, right?
Oh, so you're thinking the person behind...
And there is, yeah.
How's it going? Is there any way I can help?
Yeah.
Who, or rather what, are you? Shh. Keep your voice down, man. There's only one story here, you know? Alone. You'll get nothing by giving them to them Galbadian soldiers. If you find out anything, come to me. Those Galbadians have no intention of paying. I'll give you money for it. You have my word. Shh! Hey! Do you know where the captain is? We need him to see the commander. The captain, eh? If you want to know, it'll cost you. I have to eat too, you know.
Jeez.
Thanks, man. You're pretty rich. Well, anyway, the captain's at the end of the harbor. I saw him go down with a fishing rod. Here in Balam, the Balam fish is quite a delicacy. Maybe that's what he's after.
This mission is reminding me of there's one like this in Final Fantasy VI.
Yes.
You're in, you just have Locke, and you're trying to infiltrate a town, and it's basically all just social encounters. You like go from person to person trying to figure out, like, you're trying to hunt what you're doing, but also find information and do it without Imperial soldiers getting on your tail.
Yeah. Yep.
Essentially a bunch of gates. I mean, you're going from one person to another, and like each step that you pass, something else will change in the town. Like somebody will move out of a checkpoint or something like that.
Yep.
I'm getting that kind of vibe here.
I gotta be honest, I really enjoy these kinds of missions. Chris, in order to preserve your bandwidth, why don't you turn off your camera? That actually, I've heard that actually does, because you're frozen a lot of the time, so we're not gonna,
Sure.
I'll miss seeing you. I will miss you.
Bye.
But it might keep you more stably connected.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I enjoy these missions. This time I was more interested in. I wasn't really interested in doing it the most efficient way, so I kind of did some extra running around that I didn't need to.
I'll be back soon. See? Even Sal's back. Don't worry. I'll be back soon.
I'm a sad man.
The guy is desperately trying and failing to console that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there aren't a lot of missions like this in JRPGs. There's a lot in like, like Fallout games and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
JRPGs aren't known for stuff like this. It's a good like change of pace. It doesn't require any like special systems or anything either. It just requires you to talk to people.
In the next episode, we're actually gonna see another scavenger hunt mission, and I want to talk about change of pace when we get there, because there's a real slowdown. It feels like a real deliberate slowdown when you get to that mission, to try and calm the game down for a while before it revs back up into saving the world.
Oh. Captain? Yeah, he was just fishing here. He caught a few and got really excited. Said he was gonna eat them right away.
Well, I'm also a big fan of your old point-and-click adventure games. I think that's probably why I enjoyed this so much, because those are all just gates. You get the apple to open the garden gate, to get the key to unlock the mansion, to get the gem for the girl. It's
Don't you dare miss something. Otherwise, like 5 hours later, you're gonna run into the dragon at the end of the game and not have the sword or whatever.
Yeah. There's an item you have to pick up, but it's made up of 5 pixels joined together.
Yes. Yeah. At the risk of sounding like a cranky old man, whenever the kids these days, whenever players these days talk about Dark Souls games or other hard games, I'm just like, dude, I grew up playing King's Quest games. Don't even at me about this crap.
I mean, those are different kinds of hard, but yes.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I beat the Black Cauldron on the Apple II. Don't you even start with me.
Jesus. There are a bunch of developers, indie developers, who are still putting out point-and-click adventures on on Steam, and I have purchased several and only played like 2 of them. So someday, if I ever get serious about this gaming channel, the one that you're watching right now, I'll be playing some point-and-click adventures.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
The more modern ones are pretty good. The older ones are as impenetrable as a game could get.
Yes.
In a modern sensibility. Because if you just drop like somebody in their 20s into King's Quest 4 or whatever, yikes. Because the puzzles in that aren't intuitive and they're not meant to be. It's not even like lateral thinking. It's like not so like alien thinking.
Yeah, you're supposed to try literally every combination of items.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's often like that sounds bad, and it's not really as tedious as it sounds most of the time.
It can be.
But yeah, it definitely can be.
Yeah.
But it's also more for like the jokes, like all of those games, like Space Quest, King's Quest. There's even some licensed ones like Black Cauldron.
Commander's just about to.
There's always like visual puns and stuff like that.
Shit.
Yeah. One of the famously impossible ones was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which Douglas Adams coded the game himself.
Yeah.
And it was impossible to play.
That was a text adventure one, right?
Yeah.
That one's brutal. Because if you haven't heard the radio play or read the book, there's almost no way to get out of the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, your house gets bulldozed most of the time.
I mean, we're here to liberate Balam.
Right, and your house gets bulldozed if you don't ask.
If we saw you.
If you don't lie you have to ask the foreman to lie in front of his own bulldozer.
Yes.
And then ask him for his watch, because he has a digital watch. And humans just think those are so...
Which is actually different. Which is actually different from the book.
Right.
Because he doesn't actually ask for the watch.
It's just kind of like, it's a nod at the joke about digital watches from the book.
Yeah. Yep.
It's brutal. I mean, the whole thing is like that. And but that scene is infamous because it occurred literally the first 5 minutes. It will drive out 95% of people who play that game.
I played it when I was maybe 14 or 15, and I thought, oh, I've read all the books. I've seen the miniseries like 100 times. This should be easy, and I couldn't not get
How hard
bulldozed.
could this be?
How hard could it be?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then even if you figure out this solution to not getting your house bulldozed, then you have only a certain number of actions. So like a text adventure game, you have like an input, like look north or open chest or whatever.
Right.
You only have like 5 more inputs before the earth is bulldozed by the Vogons.
Yeah.
So, and Ford is there, like as soon as you get the watch, Ford shows up and is like, hey, where'd I go? So, and the game gives you just enough actions to do only the necessary things to get off the planet safely. Because you have to go immediately with Ford to a pub, drink twice, and then you're good to go. And if you do anything else, including look at anything else, you run out of actions and the Earth is bulldozed and you are.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you oversleep on the day that the Earth gets destroyed.
That's right.
Should have been up earlier.
You know, and if you had a problem with it, you could have read the planning board minutes plan to bulldoze Earth in the archives.
Yep, on Alpha Centauri.
Yes. It was there the whole time. It was just being lazy. This is the first time we've run afoul of this guy, right?
It is, yeah. Yeah. He's done a lot of threatening, but he also has implied that he is on... Ooh, we stole some strength up. Yummy.
He's weird. He and Fujin are like, they're on Cypher's side. They're not really
Yes.
on anybody's side.
They don't dislike us. In fact, they seem to like us. But they
Yeah.
but their loyalty is to Cypher.
Right. I take them as like, they're not the bully from high school. They're like the bully's friends, you know,
Yes.
who isn't going to initiate bad interactions, but is probably going to either look the other way or participate if the bully starts doing his thing.
Yes. Yep.
Because the last time we saw these two, they were helping us, right? They were running around Belém Garden during the insurrection.
Yes.
They were helping.
Yeah, they were evacuating.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, you got me, you know?
Oh, we got encounter
Counter
half.
half.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah! The commander's gonna get a whooping, too.
Oh, isn't the commander Fujin?
Yeah.
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 I remember this joke now.
So I guess you're the commander. Pack your bags and get the fuck out of Belém. Rachin, defeated. That's right, baby. Now where's Cypher and the sorceress? Fujin, looks like you're on your own. Are you still willing to fight? Rage!
Yikes.
She's not alone. Who's there? Made you come back, you know? Actually, I feel a lot better, you know? I feel invincible, you know? I thought we defeated you.
It's so fun.
Every part of that interaction is amazing.
It's so fun. Really enjoyable.
That dialogue is one sentence away from like breaking the fourth wall,
Serious,
right?
you know?
Like,
Yes.
hey, I feel a lot better now, you know?
I may have drunk an
I
X
just beat
potion.
you. Like, no, I just, somebody just gave me a Phoenix down. It's fine. These things are all over the place.
Yeah. It is funny. I just got the connection that their card, when you refine their card, it turns into an X potion, and that's what he must have.
Okay.
He must have just drank.
Sure. You just got a new Guardian Force, though.
Oh, new
Pandemona?
Guardian Force.
Pandemonia? Pandemona? I don't know.
It's spelled Pandemona, but let's be honest. There's a character limit that they're stuck with.
Nope. My internet connection is acting a little wonky. Just so
Yeah.
we know.
I can still hear you though, and that's better than it was before.
Okay. Jeez.
I don't like that her weapon is cooler than Renoir's.
Alone? Where?
I wish Renoir had that weapon.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's hard.
So I've been listening to a podcast about somebody who played games as video games as a child, and then got back into it as an adult.
Yep.
But missed about 15 years of games.
Oh, not bad, you know?
So going back and playing all these games from the last 15 years, well, from like 2000 to maybe 95 to like 2010, right?
Wow. Yeah.
All the ones that were like iconic in that zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was an episode about the Final Fantasy VII remake that just came out.
Yeah.
And I have no interest or ability to play it.
Nope.
But there was one part of it that sounded interesting, and I doubt they're going to go down this road, but the door is, I guess, theoretically open. There's this idea in the game that Terminator 2 kind of situation where like this version of the game isn't exactly the same, and it knows that.
Yeah. Like a parallel universe kind of thing.
It's almost like what is it in the J.J. Abrams Star Trek or whatever, where it's like an alternate universe or whatever.
Yeah.
But there are beings in the game that show up at key points to goof with the narrative, to try to keep it in line with the original game. Like, for example,
Oh, sorry, fool.
I'm assuming you don't care about
Got me,
spoilers, and anybody watching this can pound sand.
Sure.
I mean, it doesn't spoil. I honestly don't know much about the end of the Final Fantasy VII remake, so I can't really spoil it. I haven't played it. I'm only getting this secondhand. But basically, there's a point at which Barrett dies, and like in one of he has like that like terrorist cell basically.
Yeah.
And they blow up a building, and in that assault he dies. And it's not like, oh, the building blew up and then he walked out, he miraculously survived. No, like he is dead to rights, and these beings show up and bring him back to life.
Chris, are they supposed to represent the fans who are constricting the writers to?
Yes, you're getting that where people have started going with this. It's like, are they a manifestation of like forums posters and stuff?
Yeah.
But they may be, but yeah, I mean, there's a strong implication that these beings, whatever they represent, their vested interest is in keeping the plot the way the game is quote unquote supposed to go.
To go. Aww.
and what does that mean, right?
Yeah.
But the reason it's interesting to me, and maybe the only thing that's interesting about it to me, is if that is the case, it's a big if, it makes the end of the second act, which hasn't happened yet, a morally brutal issue, because if they keep the same pace,
if Aerith lives, right, and then the fans come and kill her because she has to die,
right? Or if the characters, by way of these beings, become kind of like accidentally like meta aware, then they're like, oh, okay, well, we can save her, but are we supposed to? Would it be like a City at the Edge of Forever kind of situation where it's like, no, she's supposed to die?
Where? I would be so flabbergasted and so impressed if it became a metagame about games.
That would be wonderful, but I really, like I said at the beginning of this, I don't think that's going to happen.
I really doubt it. Really doubt it.
No.
Yeah.
But that sounded interesting. But
I used the micro missile attack there because you taught me what it actually does.
Yes, it's pretty effective.
Works.
Pretty all right.
I defeated.
She.
What is her deal? Why does she talk like that?
I'm sure in Japanese it makes a little more sense. But.
Oh, there you go. You got. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Yikes! That portrait's weird.
It's so weird. Do you remember what it looks like in the game when it's summoned?
Is it just like a big cloud or something? It's like
not quite.
Okay.
It's like a body horror cloud.
Okay, it looks like something out of the end of Akira. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
See that?
The sorceress has nothing to do with us, you know? We're acting on our own.
Are you?
Your own plan? We're on Cypher's side, you know? That's up to you, but enough is enough. This isn't an internal garden conflict. We can't back out, you know? Negative! Cypher has a lot of followers, but we're his only friends. We're a posse, you know? Galbadian soldiers are only listening to Cypher because they fear the sorceress. Without us, Cypher wouldn't have a posse, you know? If you guys stand behind him that much, tell friggin' Cypher to stop this nonsense. Affirmative! Hey, we ain't no sellouts. We're behind Cypher all the way. You know? Okay. Understood. So you want nothing to do with Garden now? From now on, we're not gonna hold back. I guess that's how it goes. That's what comrades are all about. Wait a minute. Don't want to talk anymore, you know? It's kind of painful, you know? Wimp! Run!
Yeah, those two are way more interesting than they have any right to be.
Absolutely.
They're essentially comic relief. They're toadies for the bully.
But they have so much heart.
Nothing special.
Right.
Ugh.
They're human. They're not just like,
Yeah.
we're in league with the bad guy. We're just going to follow him, whatever. Like, even bad people have people that care about them.
Yes.
They're human beings. You know, they're well-written characters.
Even with the gimmicks of having them have speech quirks, they're still well-written characters. It's beautiful.
I think you're right about something being lost in translation with Fujin.
What is it?
But like maybe she's just like a very severe, like,
Still thinking.
I don't know, barking orders or something, like a I don't know, stereotypical German kind of thing or something. I don't know. But why she doesn't speak complete sentences, I don't know.
But I thought it was destroyed by missiles.
Oh, she's great though. I'm having so much fun voicing her. It's really enjoyable.
Thanks.
right, so Selfie wants to go see her bombed out former home.
Cypher, Ragin, and Fujin. It seems like yesterday they were part of this garden.
Is that the next place we're supposed to go, or is that like a suggestion for like a side quest?
No, that's the next story point, but we actually are encouraged to go elsewhere first. So we're actually going to do several episodes of side quests here, including 2 episodes that we already recorded with a whole panel of folks to talk about Final Fantasy games and games in general. During some particularly boring episodes where we had to kill 200 tonberries. Did I say 200? I meant 20, but you know the...
Yeah, it's no lightning dodging, let me tell you what.
It's a little bit easier than the lightning dodge. So we have 2 more episodes, then the 2 panel discussions, then a couple more side quest episodes. And then we get back into the story, and boy, is it emotionally hits you right in the gut place.
Is the happiest character going to become the saddest character?
She maintains some composure, actually. And yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler that a lot of the people at Trabia Garden survived the missile attack. Not everybody, but a lot of people did.
Yes? Have you improved your game?
I never landed on a voice for Zell's mom.
Zell's mom?
Yeah, she just keeps being generic mom voice.
Still not using it.
Nope.
She definitely has it though.
Yeah, I looked it up because I started to second guess.
Yeah. It's one of the things I can remember about some of the card game specifics.
Yeah.
You know, there's another side effect of the card game I didn't think about until just now, is the game is giving you like a preview of bosses later in the game without telling you that.
Yes.
And some of them are really high level stuff. Like some of them are from like the last dungeon.
Yep.
In fact, a lot of them are, because there's so many bosses in that place.
Some of them, like this Iron Giant, are classics though. Things that you expect. You're like, oh, there is going to be an Iron Giant in this version of Final Fantasy. Oh, good. But you don't get to see him until much, much later.
Like that mummy? We haven't seen that mummy.
Nope.
I don't know what his whole deal is.
I did run into him in a recent episode that I recorded.
No.
He's actually just out in the world, on the world
Yeah.
map. But he's tough.
Yeah, I don't think that one's a boss, but yeah.
Not a boss, but he has life and haste that you can draw.
Thanks.
I'm getting flushed just thinking about it. Haste is one of the best spells in the game. So I think we also get to see Zell's bedroom finally. Chris, do you have any predictions about what Zell's bedroom is like and why he's so protective of it?
I will guess he has a bunch of like pop music posters, like boy bands and like girl bands. He has like a Spice Girls poster.
I thought it was something like that, or that it was super messy, right? He seems like the stereotype.
Yeah, he's probably. Yeah.
Yeah, but.
What? Whoa.
Yeah, it's
cool.
It's immaculate. isn't a piece of clutter anywhere in the room.
So he is really just a martial arts nerd, huh? He's just like,
yeah, he's really into it.
Yeah, speed bag in the corner there, and yeah.
And there's a bookshelf that's half full of books, and you have to assume that they're all Cobra Kai magazine or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had totally forgotten that. When I went up there, I was like, whoa. Isn't this supposed to be like messy and full of embarrassing stuff? No, he just doesn't want you up there because you'll dirty it. You're gonna track mud into my room. Strength up, go to squall. Boom, 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 boom. Strength up, go to squall. Bum, 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 bum.
Whoa, I just saw what the adamantine does. It teaches Guardian Force vitality up 60%.
60%. Yeah. But you need adamantine for crafting weapons.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is the last one. I think I was looking at the clock saying, I can squeeze one more game in.
Damn.
Damn.
She's not even using any good stuff anymore. You took it all from her.
Yep.
I wonder what the rate of her using that card is. Like, I wonder how many it would take, statistically speaking.
Yeah, I mean, from past playthroughs, I feel like if you play 4 games with her, you should get it. So like,
yeah, I don't remember it taking that long. Yeah,
something
Sounds
like
about
1
right.
out of 3. She probably uses it. Well, I think that's it. I want to thank Chris for being here, even though he's black boxing it, and I want to thank you, the viewing audience, for watching. And join us next time. We are going to head to Shumi Village, and we're gonna have a conversation about pacing and what the pacing in this game does to the character development. Chris, I also up my game when it comes to creating thumbnails. I'm pretty happy.
I've noticed that
with my thumbnail game. All right, thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.